All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. All right, guys. So we got some exciting stuff going on here. All right. We're gonna start off over here with I'm gonna remind everyone what's going on over here on the weekly time frame, just so we don't get too far ahead of ourselves, and we all just remember, hey, this was according to plan. This is exactly what we thought would be taking place. All right. So let's just go back over that. Okay, so I know we did just have the weekly update, but just in case you didn't watch it, there you go. All right, you have a weekly bearish ceramic candlestick formation that right here. The last one that popped up over here on QQ was right here. All right, so you had that one. That led to, I think it was like a, what do we have? From the close there all the way down. All right, so not the biggest sell-off, but either way. All right, I'm focusing on this bad boy right here. All right, so you had one at the August high. And yeah, you now have this bearish divergence. I've been talking about this for weeks now. All right, this thing is going to play out at some point. All right, and I do think it is finally time to see that start playing out in April. All right, I'm not saying it has to play out immediately, considering, you know, I was like saying, hey, all right, like we either just topped here, we're gonna have that little pullback, and then we're gonna go back up for one more push, and we're gonna get our high. All right, I'm seeing things that suggest we are going to be pushing up for that high, but again, I am like confirming that, yeah, I'm thinking in the right place here. Okay. So let's actually just, let's go back over DXY real quick. All right. So well, not go back over. Let's just look at DXY. All right. So this is what immediately told me, hey, I actually am thinking in the right manner, this morning. All right. You did end up getting your DXY breakout over here. All right. It doesn't have to lead to anything massive here, but the fact that it is breaking out and getting some attention here does show that, hey, all right, you know, all right, it could start gaining steam. You saw the last time it did end up having this breakout. We could draw one right here. Let's come over here to the 4-hour time frame. All right, you did end up seeing, we'll call it there. All right, we'll call it there. You end up breaking out there, and yeah, you dip back down, but you started your uptrend, and that's what I'm getting at. Okay, so I don't think this is gonna like lead to anything immediately. All right, it can. All right, we can, you know, like everything could start tanking out of nowhere. I don't know. All right, but what I'm seeing right now, no, that's not what I'm gonna say is likely gonna be the case. All right, I'm gonna stick to what I was saying before. All right, we're probably gonna go back up, probably go up and fill QQ's gap up at 322.08 here. All right, maybe go slightly above that, and that is where I think we end up stalling out. I just nothing has changed, guys. Nothing has changed. All right, and that's what I just wanted to show you over there on the weekly time frame. All right, nothing has changed. So yes, we are going back up, but this was in the cards. All right, now let's step over here to the daily time frame. Let's quickly run through things. I know we haven't really stuck to our old format here in quite some time here. We've kind of just been coming on, or I've been coming on just showing you guys what I think is gonna take place. I've been showing you guys the important things, but hey, let's take a step back. Let's run through the technicals and look at all the factors on the board. All right, so, and keep in mind, it is 1:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so, you know, all right, we got more data coming into the end of the day. All right, but yeah, you do have this triple bearish divergence on QQQ. You have your CCI starting to hinge up, and it does look like you are going to have increasing buy volume on the day if you do end up seeing that volume spike at the end of the day, which, yeah, you see that every single day. So as long as sellers don't take control and make this increasing sell volume by the end of the day, then yeah, all right, you have a condition that suggests you make a higher high tomorrow. All right, or buyers get their way. They either gap you up or you take it above today's highs. All right, we're going to have to see though. All right, over here on SPY, you have the same thing going on. All right, and your CCI is right here at the momentum sell line, which is often a spot where we do see these bounces. All right, and these bounces can be things like this candle was a bounce, this over here was a bounce right here, this red one. All right, and guess what? You ended up going off to the races. All right, so yeah, that's what I'm getting at, guys. All right, this is it's making sense. All right, it's making sense. And what we'd like to do here on the channel is we like to bring an order to the chaos. All right, we like to connect the dots, and yeah, the dots they're connected. All right, actually, one more thing I want to show you guys right off the bat. That did show me that, yeah, I am thinking in the right spot here, or in the right manner. Okay, I should be looking for this. And yeah, I mean, I do think we're going to go back up. I don't know if Apple goes up and makes a high. I don't think it's going to come up here and fill this gap. All right, it might come up and touch this trend line right here. I'll show you guys in a sec. But you already did end up breaking your downtrend. So that is something that I don't think this is... Like, I mean, it's not strength, all right? That's what it is. It's showing the first sign of weakness on the largest component of SPY and QQQ. All right, so if NASDAQ and the S&P 500 have their biggest component, you know, showing signs of weakness, it's made a lower low here, all right, ever so slight, but still made the lower low. Yeah, that's not a good thing. But you can see right now where your 4-hour CCI is here and your stochastic is curling up. Guys, I do think we are going to get this bounce. All right, you see on the 4-hour time frame, we are holding this thing. All right, you did end up getting the close under the hourly time frame, which there is your sign of weakness. Okay, but yeah, I do think you do end up getting this bounce. I could show you. Come over here to SPY QQQ's 4-hour time frame over here. So we went over the daily. Over here, oh, and actually keep in mind on the daily, guys, we're ticking back up to 70. All right, so we have a setup that is very similar to, in my personal opinion, is August peak over here, where you tick back down there and then boom, you're coming back up. And look, you had a rather aggressive sell off there, and then boom, you're making some moves. All right, you're making some moves. And I'm actually going to bring up the fear and greed index right here. So it's currently at 60. I'm just saying, guys, all right, I told you guys in the weekly update, I wouldn't be surprised to see this get pushed up to 70. Okay, and that is where, like, hey, all right, we're gonna see, like, guaranteed that, like, well, not guaranteed, but, like, you know, CNBC, they, you know, I'm guessing they got a good gauge on the stuff. It is called the, you know, okay, I'm pretty sure it says gauge somewhere on the screen. I don't know. But yeah, all right, like, if you see that get up there, it's literally just showing you, hey, like, most of the market participants are very likely on one side of the trade. All right, and guess what? All right, if you get a push above this high here, do you not think this is going to push this thing up? You don't think people are going to be really freaking greedy and be like, oh, we're going to 330, we're going to the August high, go, 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 go. All right, and I'm going to be like, no, 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 no. All right. But yeah, guys, we've been preparing for this big sell. I told you guys, like, back in the day, like, by that I mean like a few weeks back, like, hey guys, you're gonna go slightly down, you're gonna go slightly down, you get a big rip up, or you go slightly higher and you get a big sell. We have the, like, literally, it's the setup for the big sell. There's no denying it. This is what I was seeing ahead of time. It's now playing out. All right. So we're gonna have to let this bad boy play out. Keep in mind, guys, all right, like, hey, don't sit there, don't be with the crowd. That's all I'm getting at. Okay, the crowd is up here. All right, the crowd is up there. When in reality, you have CPI coming out, you have PPI coming out. We should have went over that, but yeah, okay, you got CPI coming out on Wednesday, and then you have PPI coming out the day after. All right, and then we have these Fed speakers over here. All right, you got Wall, so Hawk, I believe. All right, I think we had one more today, actually. No, it's not today. I guess it's tomorrow. Yeah, so you got 3. You got 2 post market hours tomorrow. All right. But yeah, also, like, whatever gets said over here with CPI, I'd say it's a positive reaction. All right, guys, I just watched the charts. So, like, if it's a positive reaction, then I got to assume, like, hey, like, I'm not going to, like, just assume, like, expect, like, hey, that's going to happen. But I have to be looking for, hey, one of these Fed speakers probably going to throw some, you know, some water on the fire. And, you know, it would be a big fat disappointment. And there's that. All right. But yeah, guys, we got these events, all right? They can end up, they could be a cool number. I don't think, you know, I think inflation is going to be ticking back up. I do personally believe that is going to be the case. I see gasoline prices ticking back up as well. I don't know if it's going to be this month. I don't know. I don't really care. Again, like I tell you guys all the time, I just watch the charts. The charts don't lie to me. They're going to make sure I don't get all butthurt because I wasn't lied to. And yeah, that's just how I do things, right? But yeah, let's now go over the 4-hour time frame and see why I think you are going to be getting this decent sized bounce, right? So let's actually, we're going to come back and review over here, all right? And I'm just going to actually, I'm going to show you guys like this, okay? Not too long ago, I remind you guys, hey, we got like the macro trend. I think that's what we called it. We called it macro trend. And then we said we had like the micro trend or whatever we call it, the minute trend, whatever we said it was, all right? And you did, all right? You got this on the hourly time frame, all right? You had your high, low, higher high, okay? And now you started shifting it, okay? And boom, you started going down, but there you made the higher high here, all right? And now you made the higher low, all right? So like automatically, like this is the micro trend I speak of. I think we're gonna go up to that higher high here. I think we're gonna push above, what was the high over here? The high of day here was 318.55. So I do think we are going to be pushing up over there. All right. That is my personal opinion. It doesn't have to happen. All right. But again, all right, dealers want to throw as many tricks as possible at you. And I think what I just described, all right, what I think is going to happen, I think that would be the biggest trick of all. All right. It's going to squeeze the crap out of any shorts that were trying to front run this thing, or like, you know, like they're just trying to be ready for the big sell I speak of. And then boom, you get a bunch of shorts covering. They fuel this rally here. All right. And then boom, they don't ever bring you to the August high and they pass here. Okay. Or I mean, or the 80% reversal rule is going to apply here, but I mean, it could just be a temporary reversal. If I was a dealer, I would plow past this thing. I would start closing you up here. I told you guys, I would close you up here. I'd gap you down. That is 100% what I did. And you guys, speaking of gaps, guys, this is the dealer's tricks. Okay, there were probably a lot of people who got bearish here. All right, but I was not bearish here. Okay, I just was not. It's because of the things I'm showing you guys. All right, like if you want to see these things and these constant insights and pretty much just my charts and along with my trade ideas and stuff on Patreon, but over on the Discord, guys, I'll keep you updated and stuff. Whenever I'm seeing things on the charts, I will be there. I was very active in there this morning. Ended up playing out. All right, I took 2 call trades and that ended up working out perfectly fine. All right, and yeah, so if you want to join us over there, there's that. But yeah. All right, but over here on the 4-hour time frame, you do have like this happening, and then you come over here to SPY, all right, and you have this happening, and you have this happening, and guess what, guys? What was so freaking perfect about this morning setup? It was glorious, all right? You had the literal just perfect, picture perfect. You just came back and back tested that bad boy, all right? If you didn't get buyers stepping in here, I was actually looking for buyers to start stepping over here on SPX just because this is the big boy. All right, this is the big boy. It should be respected, okay? And this is, again, like, guys, if you want me to just share constant information with you, all right, there you go. Yeah, you had that going on over here, and then you had QQQ end up breaking down over here, all right? So, either way, guys, we had, like, you know, all 3 of these guys had, they had these bullish falling wedges, and I mean, I understand this isn't a picture-perfect back test, but you come over to SPY, look at that bad boy go. All right, and this on the hourly time frame, it still looks like it has some room to move. But over here, like I said, on the 4-hour, guys, this is all the way back down here. All right, like we can end up, like you can do some crazy things when you're in oversold territory. I just don't think it's going to be happening with what I have brought up here in this video so far. All right, but then again, all right, guys, you never know. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. Who cares? All right, I'll just keep playing what the charts are giving me. There's no point in not doing that. Okay, guys, you keep pulling your triggers when your signals pop up. All right, good risk to reward ratios, good risk management. There you go. Well, the same risk management. And there you go. All right, you should come out winning in the end. All right, but you do have that taking place, and you come over to your SPX. Now, that is where you do have, like, and this is why I say, like, you can have one hell of a sell-off coming out of over here, but the fact that we didn't make like, we have to come all the way back down to just about 3 or 4 down here, which is the first target of this the breakdown of this rising wedge, all right, just to switch that macro trend that I was just talking about. And when that's the case, then yeah, I will care if you're in oversold territory, but that is the point when I expect you to stay in oversold territory for a while. Like, look at this, all right, this is a perfect example. Okay, you had your high, you have your low, you have your higher high. This is where we started seeing the trend change. Well, guess what? Okay, you got the bounce over here, or you came back. This is where I was saying, guys, they're throwing curveballs at us, all right? This is where they're just trying to literally just make this as messy as possible. Trend traders are supposed to be looking at trend is supposed to be the easy part, all right? But they're throwing curveballs at you. And over here, so this is what I'm talking about, okay? When you finally really switch the trend, all right, and like you can see, we had our first sign here. This is the macro trend, and this is what I'm talking about. All right, and then you came back down here, and boom, all right, you spent a lot of time in this oversold territory. You just kept falling. And let's just see once you started getting into it over here. So we have pretty much the same setup that we're rocking with right here. All right, except it's looking a bit different. All right, you had 2 tests, so I'm clearly seeing buyers are stepping up to the plate. So that's what I'm getting at. You have all these wicks going on right here. This is the structure that I said, like, hey, I was looking for a test when we were up here. All right, you came back down. All right, it's perfect. Came back test your rising wedge here. Now, I personally think, like I told you guys, I think you're going to come up here. That means you're going to break back into this rising wedge, giving you a partial rise. Now, I don't know if that actually applies, all right, because we already broke down. Yeah, I don't know. If anybody does know, let me know. All right. But either way, we clear as day are seeing buyers stepping up. And over here on the hourly time frame, you had that popping up. And then you over here on the 15-minute CCI and the RSI, you did have this over on SPX. I think I saw it on the 15-minute. Here on the RSI, where was it? Maybe it was SPY. Oh, yeah, right here. You had a bunch of bullish divergences popping up right there. All right, and these are, guys, I'm just showing you, hey, these are the things I look for. All right, there's no reason, no reason not to have your eyes wide open looking at everything, all the information coming your way. But, guys, don't overload yourself, all right? Too much data is not good. It's not, all right? It is not. But But yeah, I'm going to start wrapping this thing up. All right. I just want to show you guys that, hey, all right, yes, we do have signs of weakness, but I think it's extremely likely that we do end up seeing this push continue on here. All right. You see what's going on in the 4-hour time frame over here, and the 1 hour still has room to go on QQ and SPY. So I think that is going to be the case. If you do see QQ break over here, then yeah, all right. I don't know where that high is going to be there, but then like, hey, if you don't hit this gap, let's say you do this, all right. Let's say you go like this. You just break above here, then I'm going to be looking for a pull. Like if you start pulling back, I'm going to be looking for the higher high. All right. Because at the end of the day, I do think they are going to build this 322.08 gap. I do. All right. I think it's just so close that it makes no sense for them not to. They clearly, I don't know. It's just, that's the point of being the dealer, dude. You get to trick everyone. All right. You get to trick everyone. Maybe your boy will one day be a freaking dealer. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know, but down the line, guys, I really just want to, I don't know. I literally just want to sell puts. I'm going to be straight up with you guys. I want to just sell. I want to be an option seller in the future. All right. Not like now. All right. But yeah, years down the line, that will 100% be what I will be doing. All right. Because yeah, I mean, hey, more money you got, no reason. Like if you're a whale, there's no reason to be taking risks. All right. You can literally maintain your wealthy status for the rest of your life. After a certain point, I imagine money is just like, well, I mean, I've experienced it with AMC money before where you're just like, dude, what do I do now? Like, who cares? I'm like, I can do nothing for years and years, and I'm ahead of anybody my age right now. I don't know what to do. So I imagine that I'm going to reach a point at some point, and yeah, you guys are going to reach that point at some point too. You just got to stick around, guys. There's never going to be a place, any field, where if you don't just stick around, you're not going to succeed. All right. I like, you just don't see it, except in the gym. Sometimes I see it. Okay. People come back year after year. They're not really looking better. But then again, injuries are a thing. So I don't know. All right. Back to the charts. Not talking about injuries here. All right. Guys, by the way, hey, if anybody went to the gym today, I hope you killed that. I hope you killed that, man. I do. All right. So let's actually talk about Bitcoin real quick. All right. So Bitcoin is coming up here. It is getting rejection up here at this top. Can actually take this off. Let's take this off. Let's make a zone inside our resistance zone up here. All right, so let's just go a little like that. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. All right. But yeah, this thing is exploding. So I'm just saying, if this thing is doing this already, this could be a precursor of what we get over here on SPY and QQQ. All right, that could be a thing. All right, but let's just look at the past times it did hit here. All right, you topped out here. You end up going 5% higher. Okay, that was when you hit there on your CCI. You come over here and you had a big push. Now, I don't think this is going to happen. I don't. All right, this was literally when you started your short squeeze and you went up 30% more. That's the case, guys. All right, you're busting through this resistance zone. But again, I don't like. I see absolutely no reason for that to be taking place now. All right, other than the mother of all bull traps before they pull out the rug and pretty much fulfill what I've been talking about this video. All right, like it is only a matter of time until they let the technical rug pull begin. All right, it is only a matter of time. Keep in mind. All right, we're going to talk about XLF in a sec. All right, but yeah, you come over here. All right, and this is actually where Bitcoin peaks. So I mean, it's a mixed bag we're rocking with right now. But I wanted to point out what happened over here. What happened over here? We could be going up higher. All right, so I do think you are going to be getting a better opportunity to be entering any of those crypto miner shorts, or if you want to short Bitcoin. All right, I don't even know how to short Bitcoin. All right, there we go. I do not do crypto, guys. No, I do not. No, I do not. Over here, this is where you peaked, all right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, if they're just doing a bull trap, then, like, hey, this could be the best entry you're getting for shorts. But, like, what I've showed you guys in this video, I think it's very likely that we do end up pushing up, all right? You just have reason to believe that, hey, buyers are going to push you above the side. All right, and if you do make it up there, I think it's likely you come up to this 322.08 capital over here. All right, let's actually look at Mr. VIX. We did not look at Mr. VIX. What's going on the weekly time frame? All right, you are starting to hinge up. All right, keep in mind, guys. Hey, the VIX bottom marker. We are getting that bottom marker. There you go. Which is literally just the VIX on the weekly time frame. You get a bullish Rami candlestick formation. It's something I noticed sometime in the middle of this bear market. But yeah, look at this, guys. All right, you do have your CCI and stochastic begin to hinge up. All right, and your RSI is bouncing from a similar spot where you went over there. All right, but the fact that you're getting rejection here tells me that this is probably not the time. All right, we are probably going to end up seeing this come back down. Maybe it finds support in the zone. Maybe it comes and taps. Maybe it comes and taps low. I have absolutely no idea. Like I said, no crystal ball. But what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for you to shoot up to this 50 MA. All right. And if you're not doing that, if you're getting rejection before that, I think it's likely they are going to shove this thing back down. And then, like, you know, all right, then we would have that loading. But if they shove that thing back down, you know, SPX and SPY are going to be going up. That is just by default what should be happening, unless VIX starts deciding to give us her signals. All right. And yeah, I don't know, is VIX a guy or a girl, guys? Let me know in the comments. VIX a guy or girl? I've called him Mr. VIX. I've said VIX is a diva. I don't know. All right, she's both. All right, she's both. There we go. All right, but over here on XLF, so this is why I say, like, hey guys, don't get too bullish. All right, do not. This thing is ticking back up. I'm not saying you are going to get this back test, but if you do get this back test and you have conditions and like overbought conditions here on the daily time frame, then yeah, all right, guys, I think people are probably going to get a reminder of the banking fiasco that went down, like, dude, it was like weeks ago. All right, let's just take a look at where QQ is right now. All right, down here, this was it. All right, this was like the banking fiasco. You tanked. Okay, everyone thought the market was going to crash. VIX skyrocketed to above 30. I was like, I remember seeing comments saying like, yeah, you're gonna get wrecked. Interested, like that's what happened. It's not exactly those comments, but like, oh, how are you? Like, yeah, like pretty much like people are just saying like, how do you not see a crash? Because I am objective and I look at the conditions. All right, and if the conditions are matching conditions from the past in which certain things happened. Conditions, there you go. All right, it's very likely that things are going to not be repeating itself but rhyming. All right, and right here we were rhyming like a musk. All right, that was a thing. All right, but yeah, over here on XLF, guys, I'm not like specifically looking for a back test of the zone here, but once you broke down past here, you kind of, you know, got accelerated there. All right, and this was the last point of support here, so I wouldn't be surprised if price does end up ticking back up there, but that would be a pretty decent move here. All right, that'd be a pretty decent move over here on XLF. All right, you do have two rows here, declining volume. There's that. All right, but I'm just saying, guys, XLF is literally on the daily time frame. It's ticking back up here. It's getting room to fall. That's what I'm getting at. All right, so hey, guys, maybe you guys joined me in the live stream earlier. It was like a 10-minute thing. I was just trying that out, just setting it up. Hope you guys did enjoy that. Hey, if anybody joined, hey, there you go. There was a free little insight on why we were likely about to start going up. All right. I'm pretty sure that is what I was pointing out there. I was pointing out that there was, you know, there was signs of weakness popping up, but we also did have the, we have pretty much everything I just pointed out here in this video. What I took you guys, like, you know, took you guys back through was making me bullish earlier on. All right, that's what I did in the live stream, guys. And eventually, maybe we'll even do like the weekend videos because the weekly updates they're just longer, guys. They're gonna be longer. We're sitting here, we're reviewing more data. I have more that I have to bring up. All right, it's not on purpose that it just take a while. It's really not. It's just, hey, if I'm not gonna half-ass this thing, I'm gonna need to sit here and I am going to need to be thorough. All right, and that is just that. And that is why the weekly videos usually end up being slightly longer than the other ones. All right, so maybe on those we'll do like a once a week live stream, and then we could just hang out and chart, and you guys can give like whatever you guys want me to chart over here. We can go through that and stuff like that. That'll be fun. All right. I look forward to that. But yeah, maybe some of you guys joined me earlier on. All right. And there was that. Jolly good time. Jolly good time. All right. But yeah, IWM was going crazy earlier, and it did not stop going crazy. It is still going crazy. And I want to point this out on the daily time frame again. All right. Like, guys, if you see this thing ticking back up even higher than what we were over before, guys, look at this. All right, you fell like $10. All right, not $10. You fell $7, and your RSI went from there. You went from just about 50. I think it was 49 something. Yeah, 49.80, all the way down to 42. So you saw a very small drop in your RSI, and you saw a $7 drop over here on IWM. So that's what I'm bringing up over here with XLF. It's the same exact case I'm making right here. All right, the further you see these things go up, the further you got, like, you have room for decline, guys. Your RSI was here. All right, it was at 51. 50 freaking 1. Are you kidding me? Like, really? You fell this much. All right, this, guys, this is not an individual stock. This is not QQ or SPY even. This is something that usually moves pretty slow. All right, this big run right here. All right, okay, I guess it's moving like SPY and QQ. All right, but either way, these are big moves that's taking place, and they happen very freaking quick here. All right, imagine if this happened on SPY. People would be crapping their pants. All right, if you just saw this. Holy Jesus. And guys, honestly, that's what I was bringing up this morning in the live stream. Hey, there's a probability that's approaching. I don't know if it's going to be this one. I don't care if it is. I don't. All right. But it's only a matter of time until that actual, like, what everyone's been fathoming about this whole crash thing. All right. Like, you're fathoming about it like 6 to 8 months ago in the middle of 2022. Well, guess what? Now we were seeing the signs back then. Well, guys, it's only a matter of time until we do start seeing it play out. All right. Once the yield curve inversion starts popping up, it is only a matter of time until they play out. That is why these indicators or these conditions exist. All right. So yeah, I do think, hey, we're approaching that time. All right. I told you guys in the live stream, late 20, like, it could start here. All right. But if it's not going to be this drop, then yeah, I'm going to be looking for it late 2023 or early 2024. That's like the end of that time period for me. So I'm just saying that is on the table, and I'm not saying that is going to be taking place here, but you did see XLF started having a meltdown here. All right. And yeah, this is the banking sector, guys. So, you know, there's that. I'm just saying, guys, you know, the shoes are dropping, and you know, QQQ has been held up all the way up here. So there is that. So these things, they could fall and die. All right. But QQQ and SPY have a lot more room to fall. So the short should be better over there. My personal opinion. But then again, IWF, hey, if everyone's panicking about the banking sector, then what do I know? All right. Maybe this thing's just going to tank and just literally stay down here. And all of these oscillators in oversold territory down here. And like, yeah, maybe this would be the play. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just going to be playing what I play. That is that. All right. But that is pretty much it, guys. All right. I want to let you guys know we have signs of weakness popping up, but we also have signs that this rally is likely to continue popping up here. All right. It likely, honestly, is just getting started. All right. Now, I don't mean like, hey, we're going into like weeks of rally here. No, I mean, we're probably going to rally into that data. Yeah, that's my personal opinion. All right, I think I'm going to leave you guys off with that. And with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.